Hi guys, do you have bad credit but you want to climb the credit card tier just like everyone else? Well guys, in today's video of Credit Talk, we're going to show you how you can have a bad credit, 500 credit score and be able to get some of the best credit cards in the country. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q and I create the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair experience in your own hands. If you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. Today's video, we're going to show you, like I said, step by step on how you can have a 500 credit score and be able to get some of the best credit cards in the country that has the best perks. Before we get into the video, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It allows YouTube to push this content to a wider audience and allows us to leave the lights on. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel.
If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to creditapprove.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information and this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to creditapprove.com, check out the software and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm super excited. I'm Credit Coach Q and this is my lovely co-host, Miss Tina Talks Credit. Welcome to the channel, Miss Tina. Now, in this episode of Credit Talk, guys, we are going to break down the 7 best credit cards in 2025. We're going to go all the way down to from the lowest tier and we're going to go all the way up to the top tier credit cards for you to have the best opportunity for credit in 2025, guys. I'm super excited about this video because if you have bad credit, no credit, whatever, you are qualified to watch this video because it's going to give you everything you need to not only start the credit card journey, but also get the credit cards that you need and bypass the BS credit cards that you don't need. All right, so let's dive straight in. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is that credit is based on not only your score in your report, that's very important, but it's also based on your relationship with creditor, right? So for instance, if you have a Capital One, a Navy Federal, those institutions primarily focus on the relationship that you have with them opposed to a organic or a universal score method, right? So if you have a great relationship with Capital One for 6 months and you have all 6 months on-time payments, Capital One will be more favorable to give you a higher tier credit card after the 6-month period, and then you can take that credit card to get placed on your credit report and go and branch out to other institutions as well because the credibility is set, right? So I wanted to start off, so if you have any bad credit or no credit, anything like that, the very first card you should be looking to get is the Capital One Platinum card. Let me share my screen for a second. The Capital One Platinum card is a credit card that allows anyone to get into the door of Capital One. I've seen people actually start the process with 550, 580 credit score and they was able to keep their on-time payments and actually use that momentum to get higher tier credit cards, guys. So it is a phenomenal entry point when it comes to the credit card game. And after you go from, so that is going to be number one. Number one is the Capital One Platinum credit card. Now let's look at the rates. Now the rates is not favorable, of course. Now it does not have an annual fee, which is great. Most credit card introductory cards do have an annual fee that you normally taking out your first month bill. The purchase rate, the APR is 29.74. Now I know that seems like a little bit unfavorable and it doesn't look good, but like I said, this is a entry point. Now if you have good credit, you have a 700-800 credit score, you don't need the Capital One Platinum card. You can go straight to the higher tier credit cards for Capital One and start climbing the ladder there. But if you do need some type of position when it comes to Capital One, you want to start with the Capital One Platinum card. Now if you have messed up your relationship with Capital One, you guys, you need to fix it. Seriously, if you really are looking to go into a deep dive with these credit cards, guys, you're gonna have to fix your credit. And in that case, guys, if you want to do it yourself, easy cut, no hassle, very affordable, go to creditapprove.com. It's a software I was telling you about in the beginning of the video that allows you to fix your credit and put the experience in your own hands. Now if you don't have time to fix your credit, you don't have time to learn softwares, and you just don't have time, guys, go to Tina Talks Credit. Her channel and her company is handles the best in the country, in my opinion. I've never seen a credit specialist that handle cases like her. She is not a template type person. She is a very well in-depth, custom tailored process for her clients type of person. So guys, if you have anything negative in your credit report, please get it taken care of, because once you start having great relationship with Capital One, if you don't have great credit, you can climb the ranks with Capital One, but you're going to have a stopping point when it comes to these other credit cards eventually anyway. So you want to get that taken care of first and foremost. Okay, so after the Platinum One MasterCard, you want to transition over, if you can, to the Capital One Saver card. Now, to say they have a Saver One card and a Saver card, and both of them is one of my favorite. I have this card personally, and I think that it is one of the best credit cards that you can possibly get, especially when you have an entry once you climb in the ranks. It does have a 3% cash back on groceries, dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, plus a 1% cash back on all other purchases. You can earn 8% cash back on Capital One entertainment purchases. The APR is 29.74. Now, when the other Capital One card, the APR can be between 0% for the first 15 months and then 19.24%. There is no annual fee, and like I said, it gives you upper mobility for the other credit cards as well, guys. So once you start with the basics of a good institution, I like Capital One, I like Navy Federal, I like Penn Fed, and amongst others. So you want to start with a relationship institution opposed to institution that they just demand excellent credit out the gate, like a Wells Fargo or a Chase or something like that, because it gives you opportunity to mass amount of credit products outside of just entry-level credit cards. Like Capital One has auto loans, business credit cards. It has so many things, and if you maintain a great relationship, you can potentially have access to all of the rest of the credit cards. So now I'm going to give the reins over to Ms. Tina Talks Credit, and she's going to talk about some of her favorite credit cards and the best credit cards for 2025. Go ahead, Ms. Tina.
All right, guys, so get ready. I get excited talking about credit cards because I love me some cash back. So what I'm going to show you guys are all cash back rewards cards. Now, if anybody knows me, I do not play about my cash back. So here we go. Okay, guys, so the first card that I want to show you is going to give you 2% unlimited cash back. Yes, 2%. Sorry, 1% when you buy and 1% when you pay. Now, it's okay. Now, keep in mind, this is not my top card, but this is a good card. So, for instance, when you buy, of course, is when you buy gas or grocery items or whatever. But when you pay now, like if you can pay your bills, like you can pay your car insurance. Like I like to use my cashback reward cards when I'm paying something on my biggest things. Like I have a card that I literally pay my mortgage on every month just so I can get that 2% or 3% cash back. So this is a good card. I would say I've seen my clients with the credit scores as low as like 640 get approved for this. Of course, you cannot have any collections whatsoever on your credit report. It's going to be a hard no. So this is a great card. So I want to go over and show you this. This is with the 2% cash back. You can earn $200 cash back once you spend $1,500. Now, if you're me, it doesn't take long to spend $1,500 on the card. You can do that in less than 6 months. So make sure you take advantage of your $200 cash back. They will put that in your account immediately as soon as you hit the $1,500. I do know that because my daughter has this card. So this is a good card. Now, this isn't a card that honestly, me, in my opinion, that I would get and like make it my main card. So for me, this is like once you're in the middle of the ladder, once you're done building up your credit and you're like in the mid 6s and you've gotten this credit, this is a card that's just like a normal level card for me. So this is a good card. So now I want to go on and show you the next card. Now, next card is the Wells Fargo at Cash card. Now, this card, you'll get $200 cash rewards when you spend $500 in purchases, which is, you can do that quick. Now, the thing that I love the most about this card is that you can earn unlimited 2% cash back on all your purchases forever, no matter what the season is. So that's why this card ranks really high with me. Now, I used to have this card until I started spending too much, but that was 10 years ago. We're not going to talk about that, but this is a good card. card. Now, also, once you first get in this card, you'll get like a 0% APR for the first 12 months. So you have 12 months to make sure that your credit scores and reports are as top tier you can get them, so that when it comes time for you to get an interest rate, you'll get the best interest rate. Okay, so moving along to the next card. Next card is going to be the American Express card. So, okay, sorry guys, that was the wrong card. Now, the next card that I want to talk about, which is my third card, is the American Express Blue, baby. Now, this card gives you 6% cash back at the grocery store. So, this is my Target, Walmart, Food Lion card that I use every week, literally, when I'm doing my grocery shopping, because it's such a high rate of cash back. Like, this is the card that you use, especially like if you're a mom, if you have like a lot of family to feed and you spend a lot of money on groceries. A card like this, I will take this card, gain that 6% cash back, and then around the end of October, I'll cash in all of my cash back rewards and have like $2,600 in free money back. And what I do with this money is I'll spend it toward Christmas, right? So I never pay for Christmas. Like, I have a lot of kids and I'm a grandma. I never pay for Christmas using these cash back rewards cards. So that's just a little tip for you guys. It's something that you can do. Now, you'll get 6% cash back on your Netflix or your Philo or whatever streaming apps that you use. So, I mean, we can all use some cash back on stuff like that. The next good thing is 3% cash back on gas. So this could be like your weekly gas card. So this is a good card, and you can use this American Express Blue card to kind of walk your way up to that unlimited American Express card that most people covet. So, but anyways, now I want to move along to show you some of my Chase cards. Now, this is the Chase Freedom Flex card. Of course, sign-on bonus, you get $200. Everybody can use that little extra money. Now, of course, with Chase, you have the 524 rule, so you can't have like over 5 inquiries within 24 months, and Chase is not going to touch you if you have any third-party collections on your credit report, or if you have like a charge-off that's like really recent, like within a year. So with Chase, I've seen clients get approved with around as low as around a 680 credit score, and I've seen them get approved with decent credit limits like 3,000 and somewhere around up in there, and that's a decent credit limit to kind of start out, especially when you're dealing with a top tier bank like Chase. So 5% quarterly bonus categories. Now with this Flex card, you're going to earn 5% cash back on up to $1,500 on combined purchases in bonus categories. So each quarter you activate. Now with this card, you have like the different categories of bonuses. Like, they change their rewards every quarter. So every quarter you're going to have to go to your Chase app and actually activate the different quarters of the different rebates that you're going to get. That's the only hang up with this card. Like, if you're not like a true cash backer like me, you're not going to remember to actually go into those different to the sites and activate your cashback rewards. But if you want those cashback rewards, this card is definitely worth doing it. It's really good, and I definitely recommend it. Now I want to show you my last card. This is my baby. This is the card that I've literally had for years, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And it's the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Y'all, I coveted this card for years before I could even qualify for it, but I've had it for a very long time. Now, the offer that they're offering now is a $200 sign-on bonus after you spend the $500, of course, in the first 3 months. Get unlimited cash back is just the beginning. Now, the card that I want to show you is my baby. It literally took me years to get this card when I was getting my own credit right. So, but we're not going to talk about that. But so it's the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Now, you guys know Chase, they're not going to touch you if you have more than 5 inquiries within a 24-month period. And if you have like any collections, it's going to be a hard no. So if you do have collections, make sure you hit up Q or myself, or just dispute for yourself, whatever you need to do to get those collections off your credit report so you can get this Chase. Now, minimum credit score that I've seen you get approved with doing Chase is around 680. Now, 680, I think the client might have got like a $5,000 credit limit to start out with, but they didn't have any collections. Of course, no increase. We got all that stuff removed. I can also tell you that Chase won't touch you if you have like new credit card charge-offs. And when I say new, they look at your most recent 2-year payment history. So keep that in mind as well. Old charge-offs, you'll probably get in there, especially if the charge-offs are like paid or settled, things like that, or just not there preferably. So anyway, let's get into Chase. nice. Now, right now, they are offering a $250 sign-on bonus. And that's just right now. So 6 months from now, it might be something different. But the reason why I love this card is that it's steady. It stays the same for the most part as far as your percentages that you get cash back. So you get 1.5% cash back on all purchases. I don't care what you buy, you will always get that 1.5%. Now, this is the card that I like to use to pay my mortgage on because I got the biggest limit on this card. But I get the best cash back with this card, and it's steady, and it keeps me grounded as far as what cash back I'll get back. So anyways, 5% on all travel purchases through Chase Ultimate Rewards. Like if you're catching flights and just doing whatever, like you can get like the 5% back if you're booking like a Hilton vacation or something like that too. So you get 3% back on all dining. That's including McDonald's, y'all. So if you got kids that love like McDonald's and all that kind of stuff, and you're constantly on that McDonald's app, you will get 3% back cash back. And listen, I probably could get $500 in 6 months from just fast food for my kids because I'm tired of cooking. But anyway, 3% on all drugstore purchases. So your CVS, like even Walmart grocery store, you're gonna get 3% cash back on all that stuff. So there is no minimum to redeem your cash back. You can choose to receive a statement, credit, or direct deposit into your checking account. So that's the other thing with cash back. You get it directly to your checking account literally within seconds once you redeem it. I just highly recommend that you save your cash back rewards. Some people will use their cash back rewards to like pay down their credit card balances and things like that. But for me, I just like to use it as free money to buy stuff for my kids during Christmas so that I get free Christmas because Christmas can get expensive. Or like I'll take half of it and like invest it as well, like in I-bonds and things like that. But that's another video. So guys, I hope this helped you out with your credit card excursions. But these are my favorite cards for 2025, and they are all cash back.
Man, guys, we said a lot, and this video touched so many different areas when it comes to credit. Despite your journey, your current journey, whether you is in the bad credit state right now, guys, if you are in that position and you want to get out of it, do what we said from start to finish. Like you can start off with an introductory credit card with a reputable and a great institution that base their decisions not just off your credit score but off the relationship that you have with them, and then you can move forward with that. Now if you do have collection, like I said, go to My Credit Approve, or if you want to have a professional do it, go to Miss Tina Talks Credit. Go to her channel, show her some love, and actually sign up with her and her team and give your credit a second chance. Now these cards are 100% great, and all the secrets that she gave you is phenomenal. Now we are going to link a document in the description below. It's going to be a cheat sheet for these types of credit cards. It's not just these 7 credit cards that we talked about. It is literally probably like over 50 credit cards on the document, and it's going to give you which credit bureau they pull from, how to get approval for it. It's going to give you every criteria that you need to get approved for whatever credit card that's on the list, and that way you're not in the dark. A lot of people just apply for credit cards and they don't really know if they're going to get approved. They don't know the criteria, they don't know the bureau they're going to pull from, they don't know the credit score needed to get approved. They just be blindly applying for credit cards and don't even understand like the criteria to do it. So we're going to link that in the description as well, and we want you guys to use that at your own discretion. Did you have anything else to say before we get out of here, Ms. Tina?
Just one last thing. If you have low credit scores, and because I hear people saying like I can't even get a Capital One credit card, so what am I supposed to do? So this is what I've been using this on my clients for years, Q. So if you guys are familiar with Fingerhut has a Fresh Start program. I've had clients get approved for a Fingerhut Fresh Start program with like 512 credit scores. So as long as you don't have like a bunch of, again, collections or new collections on your credit report, Fingerhut will truly give you a fresh start, and they report to all 3 credit bureaus. And no, I did not just get paid by Fingerhut to say that.
Well, you should. And, Fingerhut, if you're watching the video, send us a sponsor, and we'd be more than happy to talk more about your product and bring more people on. But yeah, guys, the Fresh Starts is game changers, and I tailor to those because I just love. I know people have had so many hardships in their life when it comes to just a journey, and people need fresh starts. They need an opportunity to have a great opportunity with great credit, man. And this video is through and through. You can get great credit. You can get these credit cards starting off with bad credit. Guys, follow the prompts in the link in the description below if you need credit repair, or if you want to get that document for how to tailor your credit journey. Guys, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your credit. Credit Coach Q. Peace.